What's cloppin', ponies? This is episode 11 of Tavern Talk. What more is there to say? Trouble in Paradise is this episode. Do I have a quote for us today? Hold on. Done with your childish games. I want to take control of my own damn life. No one can take our day away. Let the sun shine. What a wonderful day it is. Tell me who's going to live with me. This surrogate life. Truly beautiful. Oh, you again. Oh yeah, well, Alethea did say she was gonna come back last time. I didn't think it would be first thing in the fucking morning, but you were just like a buff guy voice, right? Good day. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that, Tia. Did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Didn't you promise me soup? God, you're a fucking cuck and a liar. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Slow your roll. You know, come on. You want to drink? You want to stay here with me for like 5 at least more minutes? Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told them to keep an eye on it. Purple friend? Well, I hope Andu enjoyed the soup. Oh, the dragon. I was thinking about like a customer. I was like, thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef. Even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. You really just ask for it, don't you? You really want me to... What did you talk about? The fuck? What was that, Tia? You blushed. You blushed for a second. I saw that. You're blushing again. Friendship bracelets, I hope? And nothing... fuck. Not quite. Many things, like... I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of those little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. So you guys are already meeting each other's families. This is so nice. And I can offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. It's okay, baby girl. If you look, I know how to cook too. I know how to cook. I run a bar. I know how to. Please. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far. Though I've always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories the Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It's said to have been a gift from the Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. Sounds like a falsely... literally sounds like propaganda, but... I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands. Keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later. And with a local guide, no less.
I've never visited it before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varika. You can see the temple from there.
The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. No, let's get back to the quest. I'm frankly not interested in whatever you have to say. Now, the quest. Of course.
So I'm assuming you're going together?
Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along.
Why is that unfortunate?
It's a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior.
Oh, I'm sure you can handle it, right, Clay?
Fucking go and die. Could you imagine if you tried to befriend some bleak stalkers?
That'd make for a fun story, I think.
But if you really wanted to do this alone, you could just go by yourself.
Who would make her soup, then?
Exactly. That makes sense.
Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat.
You. They like to eat you.
Only if they're hungry.
Could you at least try to be reasonable?
I am. Logic creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. We're getting to the drinks part. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out.
I could offer some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers.
I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually.
Oh, please, this is the time for experiments, is it not?
We could test it out for you.
Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through it. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them.
If that's of concern, I could offer you some citron.
It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes.
With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak.
Citron can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to this?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't. Shit, is that the illegal dice?
It is. This is what they said not to show her.
Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and Citron will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution.
Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue.
Sure. I've never been so tempted to make the wrong drink. Like neither of these. But if I do that, my baby girl might die. So I must withhold. I think I'm going to go with Clay's suggestion though and go defense. I don't think the bleak stalkers are probably as dangerous as they're making them out to be. This is going to bite me in the ass later, I know it. In one way or another. I would love to hear the story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs.
Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia.
Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine. I trust your judgment, Innkeeper. Good. You should. Are they going to share this drink? I will fucking blow his head off right now.
Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper. But we should get going now.
Indeed. Wait. Why are you in such a hurry?
Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that.
You can always leave early if it takes too long.
And what about you?
What about me?
You're also coming.
I have to work.
You also have to eat.
Well, I mean, As much as I don't like clay, self-destructive habits aren't really something I want to encourage my love interest to do. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Alethea, I realize that I've just set you two up on a date, but your happiness tops mine. And if you're happy, then I'm happy. Let's hurry then.
Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time?
Of course, I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Should be pretty soon, honestly.
Oh yeah. Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets.
Have I met a character named Grace? I feel like maybe I have, but no. Oh, I forgot about her. Yeah, Hex's sister. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so.
See you soon.
All right, morning time. Oh, hello, Archie. Archie, I'm gonna be real. I'm really in the dumps right now. I've made the worst mistake, or rather, I've fumbled the biggest bag of my life, and I feel like talking to you is not really gonna bring me up in spirits. Like, it might make me feel better by comparison, but I don't know. Greetings, innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses with my own two hands. I don't know about you. I mean, I guess it depends on how much money, but like, if some guy came up and offered me like $1 million or help with the barn, I'd take the money. I guess I'm assuming the cost of repairs, but whatever. You get my point. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. You want like a painkiller? Or like some steroids to like... I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. Oh, you want meth. You're right, a drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Ooh. I've created meth, actually. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. Keep glazing, Archie. You'll get there. It feels like I'm in a book. Like I delved headfirst into one of those stories on my bookshelf. Or like a really sick visual novel. Magic and adventure surrounding me with every step, and unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. You've yet to encounter a single danger. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course. What do you want? Preferably something that'll help me defend myself from devious dangers. Like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time. Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you. Hey, I got you. Hey. Okay, so you want a steel tonic, right? Protections against your arch nemesis splinters. Here you go. Ha! I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Hey, Archie, don't get too excited. You might break something. This is probably your first time, but like you don't seem like the person that does drugs that often. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windsmore as well?
That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of like chosen to be friends. We went to the same private school and stuff, you know. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in kind of a dire situation right now.
Poverty. You know, in shows like Pride and Prejudice and all that, they'll be like, oh, that family there is so poor, and they still have like a 50-acre house and stuff. They're like poor, quote unquote.
You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Diria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Diria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew.
That does not seem like a good choice.
If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so. Now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him.
Is this the purple guy? I've seen a character in the trailer, and I think he's on the cover.
But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more of enough as is.
I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard.
Splendid idea. I like how you think, Innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough. Even with your magically infused drinks, you might need more protection than I can offer.
Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Yeah, do you want to outsource an adventurer for help?
Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pin board. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him.
So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith?
Absolutely.
Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Carolyn, Jade, right? I don't think John would necessarily take this job, but he might fit. Maybe Rhea. I mean, Rhea actually did this job for Kyle. Basically a bodyguard. We've got actually a good selection of candidates here.
Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people.
Do you write a lot?
No.
Just stop fucking lying, nerd. You've got a big-ass feather in your hat. I know that shit comes with a fucking ink bottle.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself?
Well, I wouldn't discourage that, you know? You've got a fair point. I mean, come on. You know, I don't want to discourage you from writing. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand.
Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How can I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? That's more than I could have ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vukakin lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by any chance?
Oh, Lynn? Yeah, I know her quite well. Am I hyping up Carolyn? I could help her get a job. Yeah, she's quite the local legend. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of her. She single-handedly outsmarted a wyvern chimera.
That's incredible. This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet.
Oh, Melly.
So she'll be joining my training with Fable.
Oh, you're in for a ride.
How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement.
That's the meth. That's the meth. Just calm it down.
But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting.
Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services.
Really? That would be so helpful.
I got you. Hey, I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assemble in no time. Trust me.
Thank you so much. And also, thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration.
I'm always happy to help.
Until then, Innkeeper.
See you next time, adventurer. See you, Space Cowboy. Never watched that show, honestly. It's on my list, though. Hey, okay. You were the purple guy I was talking about earlier. I guess that means no, you're not the diplomat. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. I kind of want to do like a Shaggy voice for him. Crazy fucking string board reason why. Because in the FNAF movie, the guy that played Shaggy in the live action Scooby-Doo movies played William Afton, aka Purple Guy. And who's in front of me? Purple Guy. I mean, he's got the goatee and everything, but it doesn't, I don't think he would talk like that. Hey, how's it going? Just imagine I'm doing the Sigma face every time I talk for him. Hello, come on in. It's a cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? Opulent? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here, that's all. I just took a guess. You know, in D&D, they just call him a fucking tiefling, dude. I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe, you get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here, on the outskirts of the Innis. Yeah, why am I stealing credit? Didn't that lady from the prologue open this tavern? Whatever, she at least knew where to place it. Smart business location. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business in Keep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come in here, of course. That's crazy. Leaving out the jackdaw and the frickin' tentacle over there. They're literally key aspects of this entire place. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage, but you may call me Voy. Damn, that was hot. Holy shit, what a beat. What a freaking beat, oh my god. Alright, Voy. Okay, you don't need to kiss me again. I got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. I don't like boosting people's ego, so I'm not going to. Yeah. It's signed. That's so funny. I can already see where this is going. He's a famous bard. Nobody else has like cool picture things like that. But yeah, I don't glaze. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have? I'm the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Well, I guess you'll just have to get to know me then. And what better way to do that than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? I was just gonna say the exact same thing. You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? That's took the words right out of my mouth. Guess I am. Yeah. Is there anything specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible. Or like a real Prince Charming. I can't roll my tongue, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, it sounds like he just wants like a plain old spoken heart. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Every time I do his voice, I'm so close to slipping into John, as he's called now. Yeah, John. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, you're teasing me. Oh, behave. Do I make you horny, baby? Randy. I like watched Austin Powers a few days ago, or like a week ago. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, cause I'm about to knock your socks off. Is he gonna start singing? Is he gonna bust it down? Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Feosa. I mean, I can see why people are so charmed by you. You got basically your fucking titties out. Actually, you're dressed like Elvis. Kinda. I mean, maybe it's just baggy clothes, but the golden accents make it look like Elvis. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask for an autograph later. Seems like I've already got one. What brings you here, boy? As I said, I just need a breath of fresh air. Short break from the big city. You're like all those Californians that moved to Colorado. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit sometimes. Maybe for you. Me? I got 5K subs. I'm chilling. Never had a problem yet. Nothing I couldn't handle. I hate to quote Drake in this day and age, but more money, more problems? Bring on the problems. That's what they say. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. Just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you and your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely, make yourself at home. I can't wait for him to be swarmed by fans and like the second the next character comes in. Nice. Sunset? Oh. You look like just about the probably the nicest person I've ever seen. Like, you look at some people and you think, damn, you've got a punchable face. Hold on, let me say that again. Damn, you've got a punchable face. I would be happier if you fell off a cliff and died. Any interaction we may have had has not changed the trajectory of my life whatsoever. But yeah, you seem like kind of the opposite of that. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern. Are you a fellow innkeeper? And it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat. I recognize that his voice is similar to Innkeeper's voice. It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. I thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of the self? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. Oh, we were just messing around. I do know him. I can only imagine Innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprise me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. You sound like you want a summer breeze. Here you go. Liquid charisma. My specialty. Huh. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a great deal since last time. Practice makes perfect after all. Indeed. So what brings you to this corner of the world? I'm looking for the feathers of a particular little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood. Or continent, rather. What bird? Our friend Chrissy knows birds. The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but fuck. What literally was his voice like 10 seconds ago? I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Feosa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold, glistening in the lights of day. A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? No, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and reading between the lines you will find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking, hot stuff. It's just that now I'm afraid that they laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart. All because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death. It stops life. Wow, that's hella wise. Holy shit. You really are a fucking barkeep. Do you enjoy our art? Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your golden loot haiku. No, me too. Me too. I liked it. Oh, innkeeper, thank you. Oh, behave. Why'd you get so grim? You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Seems, maybe you're alluding to your own past there, Quincy. Barkeeping didn't work out too well? Are you a 3-star tavern owner? Do it for the people who appreciate your art. But most importantly, do it for yourself. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagine all this so differently. Way easier for sure. Moving from Tregarn, the smallest of towns, to the big city. I'd always dreamt of joining the SOV guild. And they promptly rejected me. But I'm voyage. And I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my hagum. Is that what that fucking stick thing is? That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents, live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. It was nice having you around, Quincy. You were a short stay. Incredibly short, actually. Till next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, innkeeper. And be safe out there, voyage. You too. Nice guy. I know! That's what I'm saying! Yeah, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, innkeeper. If you catch my dick. Not yet. Oh. Oh, behave. Maybe one day. Oh, you're still here? Oh, great. You again. Welcome back. Quick, innkeep. Your strongest drink. This is an emergency. Whoa, what happened? Oh, fuck. It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives? Did you offend Baya? Listen, innkeep, I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient, because Baya really needs a drink first. Yes, please. What do you need? Same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel as agile as a spider again. Thank you for reminding me, innkeeper. This music is different. I swear. And maybe I'm just crazy, but... There you go, my strongest drink to the rescue. Wait, shit. That definitely was not my strongest drink. Fucking Fable drinks that shit every day. Thank you. This is... good. Oh, thanks to the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought he would mess it up. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una. Ha, you're welcome. But, Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please, fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Baya. And you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year, too. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... Very insensitive to ask the emotionally vulnerable sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. Don't look so fucking sour with me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell him what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so, Sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio. Inseparable. At least for a few hundred years. That's exactly what she said. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. Wow, okay. That's super interesting, actually. I've heard of the other two already. Ah yes, the Mary Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyway, the Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. Ooh. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. Oh, where is this going? For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon, they won't like me anymore either. It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. That's a word. I mean, yeah, it does sound like a breakup though. But maybe, hear me out, you should form a polycule. Maybe that will fix everything. Now, traditionally, I'm against the idea of polycules. I've seen it go bad more than once. But you know, if it's for your friends, I think you should do it. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. No, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry, Baya. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too. What the fuck was that? You guys saw that, right? That just ball of light that flew through. Like, these tiny ones are one thing. That was like a huge... Did I just witness a rare event? Whatever. He's right. They've been through worse. But... what if he's wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish that there was something I could do to help them. Oh. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. I'm Voy. That's short for voyage.
I feel like his voice has changed again. Oh, come on, don't cry, Una.
You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No.
Doesn't ring any bells, sorry.
Anyway, so, Baya, that's your name, right? Uh-huh. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill.
La?
Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now.
Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met?
Yes. The bouquet was really cute.
I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands, looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in many years as an adventurers. Baya's also really cute under all that moss and kelp.
Shush.
Nah, Baya, you slay, girl.
I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily. Ooh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks.
Her eye just got red.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
You don't say, kid.
But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. Being an artist is harder than your 9 to 5. But there's always something to love about everyone. Like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yes. You should come visit sometime. Voy, that's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too, Una?
I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath.
Hehehe. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa in my next performance. I would love that.
Great, he's already getting his sponsorships.
Thank you. No worries, Baya.
But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out?
Do I know like a fucking therapist? Actually, Fable. Fable has been a mediator at least once before. Yeah, actually, I think Fable could do that.
The situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator.
I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job.
Now who's a sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how this works.
How about you show us around your spa in the meantime?
It would be my pleasure.
And once we're back, there'll be a solution for your two friends.
No pressure.
There's a millennium-long relationship on the line. Remember that.
Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. See you then, innkeeper.
Yeah, see ya.
Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after mud mask.
You think I can take my crochet hook with me?
I'd chalk that up to a successful day. And let's see, I may have something enough for a quest. Oh, I do have to make literally 2 quests. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Huh. Oh, damn. Okay. In the riverbanks of Shivermere hides the Mary Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drowning men, women, and everything in between. Okay. The Mary Morgan and Banshee are a loving couple most of the time, but their current... Yep. It's that. There we go. Lagoon of Tranquility. That's probably a reference, but I don't get it. The area is unsafe at the moment, at least for... nope. Diplomat fired his personal guards. A crash of spinal rhinos collapsed a canal bridge connecting Dyria to the mainland, spawning the worst thing of all, budget discussions. Okay. That. Fatal Company. Okay, whatever. I guess that was it. Alright, hype. Good day. Alright, if you're one of the 10 people still with me, you know what to do.